Okay, fic time. You guys ready?
Hell yeah. I'm so fucking ready for this fic.
Are you pumped?
I'm
Yeah.
so fucking pumped.
Okay. Should I read it normal or should I read it in like an ASMR voice?
Normal, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
HB had grown a rather specific taste for a certain fruit. A very specific taste for it. The reclaimers had found some extra genetic data for fruits and vegetables in a lifehold unit. They were able to reconstruct Earth plants back in NLA. HB wasn't sure how he'd gotten into the habit of it, but every Friday he'd buy a whole watermelon, take it home, and make use of it, and then discard it the next day. He made his way through the commercial district, carrying his precious round fruit carefully in his arms. He always
I think I might cry.
he always picked out the one that looked the plumpest, the juiciest looking
The
watermelon.
plumpest.
HB made his way back to the barracks, a melon in his arms, and went up to his floor. He had somehow convinced everyone to give him his own floor, and due to his disgusting new habit, he was happy to be alone.
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Placing the watermelon down on the couch, making sure it wouldn't roll off, HB made his way into his room to retrieve his trust tube of lube and return to the couch to place it beside the watermelon. Next, he made his way into the kitchen, finding a knife to carve a hole into the innocent melon. HB picked up the melon, taking it over to the sink and inserting the knife, cautiously making a hole in the fruit. He held it in his hand firmly, trying not to let too much of the juice drain from it as he finished making the hole. He carried it back to the couch, flicking down a towel onto the floor with a spare hand and placing the melon on top of it. HB unbuckled his pants, his member already hard from the anticipation.
No.
He coated it in a layer of lube, holding the melon, and ready to insert himself into it. He slid his dick inside the fruit, listening to the squishy sounds that it made every time he moved even slightly. HB gave a few slow thrusts into the melon, starting to get a feel for it before picking up his speed. He could feel the inside of it start to become sloshier with every thrust he gave, juice leaking out of the hole that he carved whenever he pulled his cock out from it, only to quickly insert it back in. HB leaned over the watermelon, holding it steady with one hand as he thrust it into it mercilessly. He could hear the sounds of the juice inside it slosh around, filling the room with a weird aroma almost. He could feel himself growing closer to his limit, picking up his speed and trying to thrust as hard as he could into the melon. HB gave out a groan as he came inside the fruit, giving a final thrust before accidentally bursting it, the melon cracking below him and leaving the towel and floor below him a mess of fruit and cum. He gave rough breaths, looking down at the mess that covered him, the floor, and gave a loose smile to himself as he flicked the sweat off his forehead. As much as he hated the cleanup, he knew he'd be back in his predicament at the same time next week.
How hard did he fuck it to break it?
Watermelons are quite fragile, you know?
I don't think they are.
So, any questions?
Hey Luke,
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
I'm crying in real life.
You did this to him.
Hang on, I'm sending a picture.
Oh my god. To answer your question, Jack, I don't know why.
Why did you do it?
For fun. For clout, probably.
To test my abilities.
To test my abilities.
As you can see, I am actually crying.
Oh my god.
I love the energy of that image.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Any other further questions?
No.
Jack?
How do I unhear this?
You can't. It's gonna
How
be
do I
with you
get this
forever.
out of my brain?
Oh my god.
Jesus.